Alright, welcome back artistic ladies and gentlemen to another Fun Friday episode in this Pokémon TCG Online series where I play around with funny and silly deck ideas. This week, the Steam Siege set was released on the Pokémon TCG Online. The next opponent is Booty Ravager with a colorless lightning and a psychic deck. This is probably Night March. This is going to be a very difficult matchup for us. I would be very surprised if we can pull this off. My opponent is actually going to go first, huh? And we start off with our Wobbuffet. This actually gives us a chance, however, our starting hand is very bad. The only thing we have is the Wobbuffet and that's it. We can attach to the Wobbuffet, we can play down the stadium, but we don't have any Nidorans, we don't have any draw support. And there's the Mew. We are up against the Mew indeed. We do shut down the memories of down from the Mew, so my opponent cannot attack with the Mew. Battle Compressor. My opponent found the Battle Compressor in her starting hand, or in his starting hand. I kind of hope my opponent would not be able to find one. So there's 5 Night Marches in the discard pile already. Grabs a Shaman. Okay. Not sure why. Well, I think he just did not see that our Wobbuffet shut down his Shaman. Huh. A Puzzle of Time. Okay, well, yes, I'll take it. That is why Wobbuffet is so good in the current format, because of this. Shuts down Shaman, and when your opponent doesn't realize it, it's even better. Oh, we get a Nidoran. Don't mind if I do. Silent Lab. Am I going to play down the Silent Lab? There is no need to play it down right now. We will attach to our Wobbuffet, and we will just pause the turn here, because we cannot attack, unfortunately. Hopefully my opponent is stuck with a bad hand. Hopefully he did not find a supporter from the Puzzle of Time here. Or an energy, because the energy would allow my opponent to knock us out. And there it is, there's a pass for the turn. We will get the first hit against this Night March deck. Believe it or not, Psychic Assault for 20. And then in the next turn, Psychic Assault for the kill on this Mew. Can we get something better from the top deck though? There's the Joltik. And a pass for the turn, okay. Oh, and a Nidoran, look at that, we can finally get our Nidoqueen going. Psychic Assault for the knockout, yes, this is just great. Our Wobbuffet is saving our skin. An Ultra Ball as well, things are looking up. Promotes the Shaman, I want to find my Listener and knock out that Joltik if I can. But we will take a knockout on Shaman if we can do that. Teammates. Oh boy, teammates, we could see a Floatstone and a DCE right here for a knockout on our Wobbuffet. Actually not, it's 10 short. My opponent needs another Battle Compressor. So maybe we will stay alive still this turn. Then I will retreat my Wobbuffet into my Nidoran. We don't really need a Nidoking in this matchup. Not at the moment. We are fine with just the Nidoqueen, because the Nidoqueen hits for 30, which is a knockout on a Joltik, unless we see a Fighting Fury Belt. Floatstone, okay, so did grab the Floatstone, and the energy then. Or maybe not. No, just a pass of the turn. Okay, well, interesting. We will evolve into our Nidoqueen. Then we are going to retreat. I am not going to attack here. I am going to retreat into my Nidoran, give my opponent a KO. I will play down my Silent Lab though. And we will attach this energy to our Nidoqueen. Yes. Let's end our turn here. Let's see what our opponent does. Alright. Will my opponent attach an energy? Will he get going here? Does he have the Counter Stadium, an Acrobike? Did he grab an Acrobike? Is that really what he grabbed? Level Ball counters our Stadium with the Dimension Valley. I'm fine with that. We can make use of the Dimension Valley from our opponents. We see a Shaman is going to Shaman now for 3 more cards. So now my opponent will get going, but we have our teammates, so I'm fairly confident. As long as we don't see the Fighting Fury Belts, I am actually not too sad here. I think we stand a bit of a chance. There's a Sycamore, discarding a VS Seeker, a Joltik, a special charge, and a Town Map for 2 Pumpkin's Prize and a Puzzle of Time. My opponent plays Special Charge and Puzzle of Time in the same deck. We see a level ball for another Pumpkaboo. Does my opponent have the DCEs though? If not, we can knock out the Shaman with our Nidoqueen, bring ourselves down to 3 prizes. We do need another Nidoqueen though. It is very important that we do get another Nidoqueen going. Maybe I should have left my Wobbuffet in the active spot, I'm not too sure. We still haven't seen a Fighting Fury Bell though. Another Bell Compressor. My opponent doesn't really need any more Night Marches in the discard pile because he's already knocking us out with... maybe not actually needed one more, but didn't discard any more Night Marchers. Discarded a Crushing Hammer and a Captivating Pokepuff. Some odd choices there in my opponent's deck. We do see the DCE on the Joltik. My opponent will go for the knockout here with the Joltik, which means we can get a knockout on that Joltik. My opponent should have put that DCE on the Pumpkaboo. I cannot believe my opponent put the DCE on a Joltik. Why did my opponent do that? And there it is. We will see the knockout here. Night March for the KO. Now we can hit the Joltik and we can hit the Pumpkaboo. We can hit 2 Pokemon at once here. That's just great. We get an Evosoda. Well, I need the teammates for a Nidoran and a Sycamore. Yes, we need the draw supporter for the next turn, so we need to grab that Sycamore. I will also discard this Silent Lab. There's no point to the Silent Lab anymore. We will get out a Nidoran male, maybe? Maybe not. No, I'm just going to go for the Nidoran here, not the male one, just the female one. Make sure we can evolve into a Nidoqueen in the next turn, and in a turn after that as well. If another Nidoran goes down, then it's time to hit for the Poison Jab for the KO, and another Poison Jab. Will my opponent promote the Shaman maybe? I can see that happen. We get an N, now we get a draw supporter. Promotes the Pumpkaboo, what is my opponent doing? I don't understand it. Well, I'll take it. I will definitely take it. We will go down for sure here because the Pumpkaboo hits for weakness, hits for 70, 140, 280 damage on our Nidoqueen. But then we will knock out the Pumpkaboo with our Wobbuffet or with our other Nidoqueen and get going again. An Acrobatic from our opponent. All we need to do is knock out 2 more Pumpkaboos and then license our Shaman for a KO on a Shaman. A random receiver for an N. Will my opponent end us? Please don't end us. We have a nice hand here. I don't want to get end into a hand without a supporter, honestly. A Puzzle of Time. Could maybe get back the DCE if my opponent plays another Puzzle of Time at the moment. It's always a guess here whether or not your opponent plays 2 puzzles. And yes, he did play 2 puzzles. Grabs the Mew and a teammates. So he's going to teammates this turn for a DCE. Yes, alright. DCE and something else. Maybe just the basic energy, possibly, if my opponent plays basic energies. Or could grab a Floatstone and a DCE. Floatstone, the Pumpkaboo puts the DCE on the Mew. Or the basic energy. And then this Pumpkaboo would stay alive, but we hit for a 1-hit KO on the Mew with our Nidoqueen. No, there's a DCE on the Pumpkaboo. Night March for 280 damage. I can actually just pause the turn and let the Pumpkaboo go down if I want to not attack. Maybe I will do that if I find another Wobbuffet, promote another Wobbuffet and let the Wobbuffet be cannon fodder for the next turn. Oh my goodness, we top deck a Sycamore. We are getting all of our draw supporters at once. There's a Rare Candy Escape Rope. No need for the Escape Rope. I will put this energy on the Nidoran here. And we will simply pause the turn. There's no need to do anything else. This Nidoran will go down, unfortunately. But we will take a prize here. We will take a prize from a Pumpkaboo. And we get from the prizes an N. Well, this wasn't a very good hand that we got from our Sycamore. I was hoping for something more. But at least if we get a VS-Seeker in the next turn somehow, we can VS-Seeker for the teammates, grab a Rare Candy and the Nidoqueen. And then we can hit for the KO on this Mew that my opponent promoted. We can also shuffle back some Nidorans. We do need to get out another Nidoran in the next turn. And there's another DCE. 2 more DCE in my opponent's deck. Does my opponent play any more special charge or any more puzzles? If not, we only need to get rid of 2 more DCEs and we can win the game simply because my opponent might not have any more energies. We will promote our Wobbuffet because Wobbuffet has the mystery energy on it. Now the magic needs to happen here. Now we need to perform some magic and energy. That is not what we wanted to see. Let's Super Odds back the Nidoqueen and 2 Nidorans. No need for the male Nidoran. Then we are going to... Are we going to end? No, we are going to Sycamore. Sycamore and attach an energy here to our Nidoran. Can this Nidoran actually hit for the KO? 20. That's 40. That is just 10 short for the KO. Unless we... Giovanni's scheme. We can actually go for the KO that way, but we want to find some more Nidorans. We actually need to find some more Nidorans. Nidorina. Nidorina could hit for the KO. Yes, Nidorina can hit for the KO here. And we can get another Nidoran with this Ultra Ball. Fantastic stuff. Let's discard the N and the Listener. Let's grab ourselves a Nidoran. And bench that Nidoran for the next turn. We can also evolve into our Nidoqueen in the next turn, possibly. And just hit for the KO with the Nidoqueen, but maybe my opponent could Listener us in the meantime. Only 1 VS Seeker in this card pile. Yes, I don't want to risk a VS Seeker for a Listener, so I will retreat into the Nidorina and hit for the KO here on this Mew. Strength for 60. We take another prize. We are struggling to keep up here. We are definitely struggling a little bit, but it's not over yet. We are still in the game. All we need to do is take 2 more prizes. We won't probably knock out any Shamans unless we magically stay alive here with our Nidorina. And Night March, my opponent did have the DCE, knocks us out. Oh boy, this could be the last DCE from my opponent here. Let's promote our Wobbuffet. Let's Evosoda. We get a Nidoking. I am not going to Sacred Ash. I will I Evosoda or will I not? Oh, that's a tough call. Do I want to evolve into my Nidorina? I probably will actually want to do that. We are going to skip a turn here. We are not going to rely on the rare candy. And then we are going to end my opponent back down to 2 cards. I'm not going to Sacred Ash. Can I find a VS Seeker? Oh my god. Oh wow. I find a Nidoqueen and the energy for the next turn. Let's put this energy on our Nidorina. We could hit for 20, but I will hit with the Wobbuffet actually. Yes, let's hit with the Wobbuffet for 10. If my opponent Listeners out our Nidorina, we can hit with the Wobbuffet again, and then it's basically GG. Trainer's Mail, please don't find a VS Seeker. This is going to be very important. If my opponent does not find a VS Seeker here, I think we've got the game. There's an Ultra Ball. Night March, yes, I think we have the game here. We are going to knock out this Pumpkaboo, and that leaves my opponent without any more DCEs. We get another Nidoran as well. Look at that. Time to hit for the Poison Jab. My opponent can definitely still knock us out in the next turn if he finds another energy somehow. If he finds another DCE, he could use a special charge if he has another one, and then Sycamore his hand to try to find the DCEs that he shuffled back into his deck. We find the male Nidoran from the prizes. Oh boy, fingers crossed here, fingers crossed. Can we close out this game against Night March with our Nidoqueen deck? Will this be it? And yes, it is it! We knocked out the Nidoqueen. We got rid of my opponent's last energy. Oh my goodness, I knock off my headphones in excitement. We won the game against this Night March deck. It was a bit of an odd build. I have never seen that build before with the Crushing Hammer in there. That was kind of odd. I wonder why my opponent decided to opt for the Crushing Hammer. I would love to actually just talk to my opponent and ask him why he put it in there. And also the Captivating Pokepuff, I would just like to hear it. It's interesting to me to see what kind of choices people make in building their decks. Always makes me wonder, always makes me curious. Damage dealt 330 damage versus 1360 for my opponent. Nidorina MVP versus Pumpkaboo. GG to my opponent. Very nice game. We are going to find ourselves another opponent. Our last opponent of the day is Joe whatever that's called, Alvis, that thing in between, that's a little bar, whatever that's called, I'm not sure. It's not an underscore, it is a middle score, let's call it a middle score. Alright, it's a dash, is it a dash? No, it's not a dash, I think. We start off with our Wobbuffet, fantastic, but we don't have any draw support, not so fantastic. I think we're up against Vespiquen, which then it's actually very good for us to start off with our Wobbuffet here. Yeah, I do believe we are up against Vespiquen Vileplume. My opponent can make use of the unknowns, because we don't shut down the ability, the farewell letter from the unknown, but at least we shut down the shamans. Pardon me. Can we find a draw supporter from the top deck? That is the question I find myself asking here. We need to find a Sycamore or an N here. It is very, very, very important. An Oddish, oh my goodness, we top deck the Sycamore. That's fantastic. Let's put this Mystery Energy on our Nidoran and let's discard his hand. I am discarding the Rare Candy, but that's okay because we will probably get item locked very soon. An Ultra Ball. I will discard the Evosoda and another energy. Again, because we will get item locked in the next turn most likely. Then what do? I need another Nidoran. I think, yes. We need another backup Nidoran. And then we can start focusing on getting out our male Nidoran for the Nidoking. But for now we needed the females, because we need attackers against this Vespiquen Vileplume deck. Will my opponent be able to get out the Vileplume in his first turn without using any shamans? I wonder. Let's hope not. Then it kind of was a waste of me to discard that Rare Candy and the Evosoda, but I'd rather be safe here. I'd rather thin out my deck out of item cards, so I am not stuck with them in my hand. If we do see an end from my opponent or something, reshuffles our hand, leaves us with a hand full of item cards, things like that, shenanigans like that. Oh my goodness, is going to item lock us right here. He is going to go for the, I don't know, a Shaman. Alright. Does he know? Oh my goodness, he plays down the Shaman. Why did he do that? I have no idea. And there's a victory. Alright, that is it. That is it for today. My opponent played down his Shaman just like the Night March opponent did, I think. Well, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this Fun Friday episode with Nidoking and Nidoqueen. I think we had some great matches and I certainly enjoyed playing with the deck. I hope you have a truly fantastic day and I will see you next time in another episode on this Pokémon TCG Online series.
Karp, 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 Karp.